What up, family? It's your Ghetto News Reporter, Mary That's 20 Mary Lee. Today is August 30th, 2020. I call it Sinful Sunday because it's supposed to be a Sunday in my city, Chicago, aka Chirac. And for some reason, the gun violence just don't want to stop. I was listening to a video from the movie The Wiz, the part about the cowardly lion played by Nipsey Russell, not Nipsey Hussle, the rapper, but I'm pretty sure that was kind of like a play on names when Nipsey Hussle decided to take on that name. He probably watched the movie The Wiz with Michael Jackson and Nipsey Russell and decided to take on the name Nipsey Hussle. So while I was watching that video in my city, Chicago, gunshots rang out and I hollered out, "Shut the fuck up, you cowards!" Because that's all they do is troll and try to, make people scared because they have guns. This video, I'ma address to all the cowardly lions out there, who are packing heat or whatever and stuff just to, you know, fend off themselves from me, Merrily, Uncle Dash to the Merrily, aka Mary Mack, your ghetto news reporter and the originator of rap. And I don't even have a gun. Imagine that. All them guns for me. Wow. I don't understand. So I'm gonna title this video, "We Have to Stop Running." I was just thinking out loud before I started this video and I was like, niggas run. That's all they do is run. They run for the bus. They run up and down the court playing basketball or football. They run from the police. Oprah Winfrey made a song called, Run On. You understand what I'm saying? We run our mouths. We just run, 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 run. And there comes a time when we need to stop running, like in the movie Rosewood. The movie Rosewood, yeah, they wanted to preach and pray about it, and they was like, "Hey, this ain't no time to be preaching and praying, preacher." You understand what I'm saying? We got to do something. You understand what I'm saying? People out here dying, our loved ones, you know, and all we do is kind of wait for the next one and stuff, and pray and march. And I was watching um, Grandmaster Jay, and I don't particularly care for him in no real sense of the word or whatever and stuff, because I believe he's conflicted, like most, Americans, especially the ones that came up in the 60s or whatever the case may be, and they know how, things really were with the Black Panthers or whatever. But this particular video, he was like, we have to stop running. We have to address the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like a disease. If you do not, tend to it or care for it, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's how it is when it comes to police brutality and you know criminals setting up innocent bystanders and law-abiding citizens to become victims of so-called circumstances when in fact they just trying to feed off the righteous, if that's what you want to call them, people such as myself, when in fact, we could have been a criminal but chose not to. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, I have people in my family, I'm sure, who disown me that are the police, and because, I'm going after the police hard body, you understand what I'm saying? And using my mind. You understand what I'm saying? More so than anything, something they never expected a real person to do after all I've gone through concerning the police and my so-called family friends, haters, even some Mary Mack admirers, and people that do not have courage, because it takes courage to do what I do, and I do it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? I can't even pronounce the word because I lack education due to the fact they wanted me to sound ignorant in order to continue to railroad me. But you know what I'm trying to say. I do it so calm, cool, and collected. They don't know how to approach me, and that frustrates them more than anything. They used to say we're gonna kill people with kindness, but this group of law enforcement, you can not even be kind with them, and I wouldn't try to kill them with kindness. You just try to do the right thing, and that doesn't seem to be, working out, man. And anytime people set you up from birth, like Tupac said, from the cradle to the grave, you understand what I'm saying? It's like we have no choice but to just be on guard. And that's crazy because that's tension. That's unrest. You understand what I'm saying? Civil unrest. And when you have people who has been railroaded and shitted on, and they don't know which way to go because, like I said, there are family and friends working with the police, and then you have informers and intruders and people from out of state, out the country, immigrants, working against real Native Americans. It really becomes a volatile situation. And eventually, it's going to explode over and stuff. So all that running, you know, eventually everybody's going to run because the bombs will drop, and then we're going to all either run in the same direction trying to get away, you understand what I'm saying, from the bombs or whatever the case may be, or we're going to prevent the situation before it happens. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Because when 9/11 happened, and next month being the month of 9/11, the incident in New York, to put it lightly, um, and that's most definitely an understatement. You know, when the terrorist so-called attacks took place on 9/11 in 2001, and it's mighty funny. I'm talking about the police, and if you call the police, you gotta use 911, right? So for it to happen on so-called 9/11, this makes me believe that the police and the government was behind that as well, just to take away our civil liberties and give them a reason to invade our privacy and keep an eye on me more so than anything. Merely, you'll get a news reporter and the originator of rap. Why? Because I am public enemy number one. And just like Tupac said, it's me against the world. And they are obsessed with me for some reason or another. I don't understand why, but you know, at one time maybe I could have been a law enforcer or whatever, but because they have such a bad reputation, I wouldn't even, you know, consider. I wouldn't even consider um, that line of work. And back in the day, I wanted to be a security guard. I had went and signed up and everything when I was, I think, early 20s or whatever. I'm 53 years old now. Born May 25th, 1967. But yeah, some told me not to do that because I guess I kind of felt, it was going to be security and law enforcement that I would have to address in the end. And like T.I. said, he was paying 500,000 a year just for security. That's a lot of damn money to end up going to jail any goddamn way. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And when he decided to secure himself, because us real Native Americans and streetwise people know that it's you know we could get the job done ourselves. So he went and purchased a whole bunch of guns, and guess who told on him? Security. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine that. You paying security to, you know, secure you. And you must have felt some kind of way about security like I do the so-called security in this building, which ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? And, T.I. was like, shit, I'll go buy some guns and secure my own damn self and shit. And then security end up telling on him. See, it's always the ones closest to you that'll kill you, set you up, and throw you up under the bus. Because 9 times out of 10 they want something that you got, and they get tired of playing the shadow. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston and stuff. You try to get close to the people that you really, really want to get close to for real in real life. So how do you do it? You become a security guard. You understand what I'm saying? And all along you be lusting after them or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And this ain't the time for that. This is not the time to be lusting over me. You get on news report, American Dash between the mirror and the league. And some people would do anything to get close to you and stuff, including railroad your ass and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Yep, they railroaded me May 31st, 2008. I guess they just wanted to see me naked in Cook County Jail and, other forms of invasions of privacy, like this fucking goddamn building and shit. I hate to take a shit, piss, or a shower and shit because I feel as though I'm being raped visually. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that movie or the show Scandal when she had a guy that was obsessed with her, uh, uh, Kerry Washington, who played the character or whatever and stuff in the sitcoms or whatever. This shit is frustrating. This is real frustrating, But he had cameras all in our house and was watching our every move. And I went to Google, you understand what I'm saying, in my city, Chicago, that wasn't here before, but now it is. And I went down there and I went in a lobby and I was trying to take a video, but they run this type of shit, so it didn't go through. But as soon as you go in the lobby, you see, a screen with all kind of activities taking place in my city, Chicago. You could see some of everything. I was like, damn. So that little scene from Scandal is real and shit. I seen it for myself, and when I try to, do my ghetto news reporting, you know, at Google, they didn't let the video go through or whatever and stuff. But I caught their ass. So bottom line, we have to stop running that ghetto boys crooked officer. Man, I don't see how so-called police officers can watch videos like that and still think everything is okay. Now, I might be taking this kind of calm, cool, and collected, but I've been a victim of police brutality, harassment, stalking, and, pretty much on death row. You understand what I'm saying? For what I do not know, other than the fact that I made it in America when I wasn't supposed to make it at all, doing birth. You understand what I'm saying? I am really what you call a medical miracle and a, a miracle when it comes to just making it. You understand what I'm saying? Most people come to America to achieve the so-called American dream, a house, picket fence, dog, family, security. You understand what I'm saying? And here I am, a Native American, and it has taken me 47 years to get nowhere fast, but I should have been there a long time ago. Imagine that. But because the police do not like Native Americans, nor themselves, obviously, you understand what I'm saying? Because if they did, they wouldn't bite the hand that feed them. You understand what I'm saying? And eventually that same hand that's feeding them, turns around and strikes back, because even in the civil rights era, some of them motherfuckers, they probably don't show it, got tired of getting hit and they start swinging back. Because it's like this: if you're going to die anyway, you understand what I'm saying? When you want to get a lick off, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to excite a riot or anything or tell you what to do. But as for myself, I'm tired of getting hit in the face and turning the other cheek. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. This ain't the 60s. This is 2020. Vision. I can see clearly now. Now that the rain is gone. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Or my ex-friend, Dwayne Lewis, with his sellout ass. I hope he step his game up. And I'm going to give you a shout out as far as your birthday coming up real soon. 2 days before 9/11. He wasn't nothing but an informant. Either way, hope he tell the police to stay the fuck off my trail. Real fucking talk, because I've saved his ass more times than once. And time will run out eventually on him too. With that, this your Ghetto News Reporter, Mary Dash, 20 Million Elite. Peace.